Hello, incels and ugly people! If you don't know what an incel is, it's basically an involuntary celibate. Involuntary means not voluntary, and celibate means not having sex. So, an incel is someone who is not voluntarily not having sex. Basically, a guy who is extremely ugly, so girls don't want to have sex with him. I don't know anything about these issues because I am hot and I have lots of sex. However, I'm extremely intelligent. So today, I am going to be giving you some tips I thought of in order to teach you how to get girls if you are an incel. These tips have been tested and I guarantee they will work. Tip number 1, just be yourself. Oh, wait, that's not the tip I wrote. Somebody edited my script. Fucking bitch! Who put that nonsense in my script? Okay, here we are. Here are the real tips. Tip number 1, plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is good because if you're ugly, you can just pay someone to do an operation on your face and it will make you less ugly. Once you are not ugly anymore, you should have an easier time losing your virginity. But be careful, because if you overdo it and get too many plastic surgeries, you will be ugly again and this tip will no longer work. Your mother probably told you everything in moderation, and this applies to plastic surgery as well. This brings me to my next tip. Tip number 2, learn how to shapeshift. Learning how to shapeshift is slightly better than getting a plastic surgery because it's reversible. When you get a plastic surgery, you can't take the transformation back. But when you shapeshift, you can shapeshift back to your original self if you don't like the result. Shapeshifting is also fun because it can be used for various other things besides having sex. You can shapeshift into monsters, into animals, into insects, into objects. Wait, can you shapeshift into objects? I have to Google that. Well, I can't say for certain whether or not shapeshifting allows you to shapeshift into objects. Google says that shapeshifting is usually used for shapeshifting into animals. But it doesn't explicitly say that shapeshifting into objects is impossible, so this remains a mystery. But even if you can't shapeshift into objects, I still think it's slightly better than plastic surgery. If you decide to use shapeshifting for sex, keep in mind to shapeshift into someone who's hot, because if you shapeshift into someone who's ugly, it will not help you with having sex, if that makes any sense. Tip number 3, learn how to program and then create a sentient artificial intelligence that doesn't care about looks. All you have to do is learn programming, become one of the best programmers in the world, and then create an AI that loves you for whatever things may matter to you. Tip number 4, sign up for Cryonics. In a few hundred years, it's likely that technology will exist that will let you alter your appearance at will. So, all you have to do is save up a few $100,000, which is practically nothing, I say. Then sign up for Cryonics, and then have yourself revived when that technology is available. All of your family members will be dead by then, but don't worry, because to you it will feel just like taking a short nap. Don't worry, it's completely safe and tested. Tip number 5, become a Buddhist. When Buddhists die, they reincarnate as something else. Buddhism is a jolly good religion, and it's better than atheism. I think atheism is rather silly because if you are an atheist and you die, you go to eternal darkness forever. When Buddhists die, they get born again as something else. So, if you want to get girls, all you have to do is become a Buddhist and keep killing yourself and reincarnating until you reincarnate as a good-looking person that women want to have sex with. I'm a Christian because I quite like the idea of heaven. But reincarnation is okay too, so giving up heaven for reincarnation doesn't sound too bad. It all depends on your preferences. You could also try Islam, because Muslims get 72 virgins when they die and they can have sex with them. But in order to get those virgins, you have to blow yourself up with explosives at a crowded place, which doesn't sound fun at all, so I recommend Buddhism instead. Tip number 6. Wear a mask. Don't get one of those silly low-quality carnival masks, because those wouldn't work. No, you need a realistic silicone mask, which looks like a real person. A real hot person, if I may add. If you put a realistic mask of a hot person on and wear it all the time, nobody will notice that you are ugly. So you can start having sex with hot women. Make sure you figure out a way to keep it on at all times, because if you pick up a girl at a party, take her home, and then go to the bathroom and come out to have sex with her, and your face looks completely different, she might get scared. Tip number 7. Pick up girls in the dark. Have you ever wondered why most guys pick up girls in the dark? Like, why do people go to bars at night? Why do they go to clubs at night? And why do they go to parties at night? Well, it's because when it's dark, it's harder for a girl to see that you are ugly. So all you have to do is find a very dark place, such as a dark alley that girls have to walk through on their way home, and then wait there and approach girls who walk through it. It will be too dark for them to see that you are ugly, and you will be more likely to pick them up. You can also use this tip to lie about being rich. For example, by telling a girl you drive a Lamborghini, even if you actually drive a Honda. Just tell her, no sir, that is not a Honda, that is a Lamborghini. It is just too dark for you to tell. And she will say, oh, okay sir, it was too dark indeed, so I suppose I could not tell, but upon further reflection it does appear to be a Lamborghini, and she will get in it and go home with you. Girls are very suggestible, and they will believe anything a man tells them. It's just how the world works. Tip number 8. Create a phone for blind people, and then create a dating app for it, and then use it. Blind people don't care about looks, and if they do, well, then they're just fucking stupid and should be shot. So in this tip, all you have to do is create a phone for blind people, like with braille on it instead of buttons, or whatever works for blind people. Then make it become an extremely popular phone that is used by blind people all over the world. And then create a dating app for it like Tinder, and they will choose guys based on their personalities instead of their looks. And even if a blind girl is shallow and wants to choose a good-looking guy, well, she's fucking blind. You can always just lie. How is she going to know? So, I hope these tips have helped you. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on YouTube. You should also share my videos to your friends, virtual friends, and family members through Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Tinder, and Google Hangouts. Although, if you're an ugly incel, you probably don't have any friends. In that case, you can at least send me some money on Patreon, because I want to get money for the content I create. Bye!